What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in HypeWatch. So, if you're new to HypeWatch, you guys know I pretty much talk about the hype PC, fighting games, and mobile, and we just get right into things. Real quick, I'm gonna let everybody know again. We changed over to variety, and all of the comments, the likes, and everything else. You guys are doing. You actually are killing it because my actual watch time has gone up, even though my views is going down because I changed. You guys are killing it. So I don't even have anything else to say about that. Let's just get right into the news. Chain the Echoes is on the next PC title that I want to hype for you guys. You see, it is coming December 8th, and this is going to be one of those retro type of games, just like Final Fantasy. And but for me, it's kind of cool because, as you can see, you can get mechs. The magic system is kind of like it's literally called Chain Echo, so you can pretty much chain things. And this looks like it's made with Fighter Maker, but it's actually really well made, especially the fact that you can get mechs and like fly around and do this. That's amazing right there. So I give them props to this. I'm actually looking forward to this and gonna be trying it out when it comes out. But I definitely want to give you guys a heads up to let you guys see it and add it to your wish list. It is coming soon. Samurai Maiden. Now you're gonna be like, bro, why were you looking at this game? However, this is a Yuri game. For those of you guys that don't know what Yuri basically means, that means it's gonna be lesbian. But it's actually a pretty cool game as far as action and combat. It reminds me of DMC, which is Devil May Cry, and Sekiro. If you ever guys ever played Sekiro, the Samurai Souls game or Souls-like game. And obviously it's going to be waifus, and 3 waifus in particular that you can go around and do slash action and stuff like this. Again, this one's coming out the 8th as well, but I definitely want to get it on your radar if you're in or looking for a PC game and stuff like that. And if you like that hot girl on girl action, you're about to see that. And I don't know what that was about, why she got a body pillow doing that, but that's pretty much what goes on. And they put emphasis on that as well. That is going to be like girl type of stuff where they all see, like they put emphasis on that type of stuff. I don't know why they put emphasis on that, but it is what it is, and it's supposed to be good, so putting it out there for you. Next up, as a game that's out, this is a global launch right now. For those who are into roguelikes and they survive 15 minutes type of games, this is another one of those type of games. Like, there's a lot of them that they have been putting out on the market. I wanted to put this one out there because this is a global launch right here and available for you guys. It's not that popular, as you guys could see, but I did want to just put it out there because some people like that. I didn't even know that many people liked it, and so I did like that last to 10 minutes type of videos that was up on TapTap. There's a lot of people on TapTap who like these types of games, so might be there for you. This Gaia 4 has been put on some mobile. You see it 32.99. I'm not really sure why they decided to put it on mobile. The Sky 4 is one of the more loved games out there. Like the 5th one and the 6th one that's currently out right now. People don't like it that much, but they have a lot of quality of life in the 5th and 6th one, which I kind of liked. But for the most part, the Sky 4, people just love this game, so they decided to put this on mobile. There's that. Blast Mobile is out now, or global rather. Now here's the weird thing about this. They force you into using their blockchain currency thing when you try to download this game, which is the reason why I didn't cover this game, because when you log in the initial first time after you choose like your account and everything else, it literally makes you make that account. And I was like, you know what? Nope, not happening. I actually said that I was going to say this in the video. You don't do things like that. You give people the option. You don't force them to do it. Whoever, like T-On Mobile, you're effing up, because ain't nobody, like, you see this 1K right here, it's been out like 3 or 4 days. Well, like, supposedly Bless is a AAA title as far as mobile, and you got 1K downloads, and the main reason for that is people are not going to do that. Like, y'all, I don't know what idiot at that company that said that, you know what, let's force them into a blockchain account. Like, you're not gonna get people to do that. You're like, just know, I've been putting it out there so you guys could see it, and so it can be said, but you just don't do things like that. I just, So some people just shouldn't be executives. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ultimate Fighting Tekken, right here. Now it's not has nothing to do with Tekken, but it is a fighting game. It's a mobile fighting game. This is a remake. Actually, this game has already been out in a different name. This is actually has better graphics than the first one. I found the first one actually because I covered it on the channel. I'm not gonna cover this one because it's literally the same game with better graphics, but it's there. This is actually a global launch as well. Not that popular, but if you're into fighting games on mobile, on the go, here you go. Next up, we have Tales of the Fairy Empire. This is another one of those, I guess you could say, AFK Arena clones. We're just putting it out there for you guys to actually see. Nothing more to be said but that. There's about like 100 of these clones this year, so yeah. Next up is Auto Chess, a MOBA. It really doesn't have anything to do with auto chess, to be honest with you. It's not really auto chess. It's a MOBA. It's like a League of Legends type of clone, and you run around and have lanes and stuff like this. Just another one of the League of Legends, some mobile type of games out there, and yeah. Next up, we have Nika Reborn. This is retro looking, but it has an instant loop as far as you run around like as a fox or an animal type of, what is it called, anthropomorph or something like that type of protagonist where you can basically choose how you want to go through. This seems kind of like, you know, children's first type of gacha type of game or RPG. It's one of those ones that you can have like, you know, community and stuff like this. This seems more or less for the younger crowd than the older crowd, but the older crowd somehow finds their way into it and then says, I don't have enough depth, when this is probably for children. So just keep that out there. Magic and Metal. This is also a rehash. I actually covered this on the channel, so we're not going to cover it again, but it is out right now. This actually is a pretty interesting game as far as like the game loop and stuff like that. Is pretty much you can choose magic type of enemies and metal type of enemies and try to go through. You can summon and mission match and put them together, and it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, I think that it's not going to be that popular for you guys. Something definitely to be looked at if you want something different to play than, you know, RTS. Here it is. Next up is Hegan. All right, so here's the thing about this. This is in Malaysia right now. As far as tests, it's in English. However, you're going to need to use a VPN to actually play this. When I tried to do this earlier before this video, I could play with the VPN in Malaysia. However, it was like 300 MS, and I was like, absolutely not. Like it was so clunky, and you have to download stuff in between. When I had played it in the first beta, there was like no downloading, nothing. You just go from stage to stage to stage. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it for me to do that. Maybe some of you guys might be closer to Malaysia or something like that, or your VPN might work a little bit better, but it just ain't worth it for me to do that. But I did want to tell you guys that you can actually play this beta right now with VPN and, you know, log in and get everything, and, you know, just to test it out and stuff like this. But, you know, it's gonna be out soon, so just wait for it. But we just wanted to make it available so you guys could try it if you have not played it yet. Next up, we have Eversole. Eversole might have the worst, and I kid you not, worst. I'm not even gonna play it on this video. It might have the worst theme song I've ever heard in my life. Or I don't know what y'all could have got. The Kingdom Hearts girl, what is her name, Haruka, whatever her name is, y'all. Cacao is like $1 billion company. Whoever they got to sing this theme song for this particular game, oh my, it is the worst thing I ever seen that was published and put on as a trailer. This trailer right here, I ain't even, you just don't, I feel so bad for the woman because it's so bad. It sounds so bad. I'll just put it out there. You guys can try it and everything else. All right, so other pre-register, Wildfighter item. This actually was a normal game where you can actually, it's a not FPS, it was a normal RPG type of game. I covered this on the channel before. For whatever reason, they turned it into an idle game. And yeah, I know some people, let me talk about that real quick before we get into the final two hypes. some people get some things twisted. Let me explain this really quick. When you see idle RPG managers and stuff like this, and then, you know, like the quick play type of games, I see people say there's no depth in this. I don't understand why people are playing stuff like this. You're automatically wrong at that point. And I've been getting on people about that. It's because those games are meant to be played with one hand on the go when you have to do certain things. Like when you're on like a bus or you're on a train or something like that, you're not supposed to have depth in those games. They're meant to be played on the go. So when we automatically say things like, oh, there's no depth and it's too easy and stuff like that, we're automatically wrong. We're wrong. There's no right. You're just not right at that point. So you just need to stop talking, because you're not actually identifying what the game is supposed to be and how it is. So when we see things like AFK Arena and we expect it to be Epic 7, it's not supposed to be Epic 7. It's supposed to be that easy, because you're supposed to be playing it literally with your left thumb and walking around somewhere like that, looking down and see that you won or you didn't win. Okay, I have to RPG manage my account, get some more gear, and then let it go do what I do while I walk and go do my daily thing. Or if you're actually working and doing stuff like that. So when you say things like there's no depth for that, like I hate games like that, then it's not meant for you. Go play Epic 7, go play Honkai, go play Genshin, go play Tower Fantasy, go play any other game that is going to be meant to do, even PGR. Even though all those games are mobile games, they're more inclined for the PC side of gaming. They're not for the people who are looking for stuff like that. So I need to point that out like that. Like that's actually gamer wise, that's incorrect and incorrect expectations. Like you automatically are wrong with what you're coming in with your expectations. So with that said, as far as with idle games, when you see idle, that means it's supposed to be easy and you're supposed to be casually playing it. It's not supposed to be like you got to make a build. Like it's not supposed to be like that. So just keep that in mind in the future when you see idle games like that. And if you see idle, then just don't show up. Don't show up and be talking about, oh, I hate idle. Like nobody cares. Nobody asked you if you hated idle. Like, you know, it's literally like 60% of the industry right now, because the industry is supposed to be mobile to begin with. Like you just got to get over that and go play the stuff that is for you. Now with that said and out the way, next up we have Zold Out Global. We have right here is the semi-turn based tactical, which when you see semi-turn based, that usually means it's going to do most of it for you. It's you actually doing it. Again, just pointing it out. I was told that I have to actually point out the differences in games, because games are being like, you know, not understood, and like that is 100% the truth. I can't even argue it at that point in time, and I've been guilty of that in the past, where I was looking at idle games where I wanted the idle game to not be an idle game, when it literally is telling you that it's an idle game in the title. Like that is, I'm wrong. You're just wrong. Like I'm admitting I was wrong for that in those videos, and everybody else is wrong too. You just are. You're not titling it right. So this is another one that's going to be available. I don't think it's going to be like some super great game, but just being honest, it is going to actually be fun though. I did play this I believe it was the Taiwanese version. It's literally right here looking at us. So I played that version, and the cool thing about that version is you can actually log in globally on that version. But this is the official global version, which is fast, because that was actually this year that we played that and I showed it. So I'm gonna get this coming pretty soon. And last but not least, you probably saw, and the thing is the Street Fighter beta. All right, so I'm going to help a lot of people out, because this is something that I actually had made a mistake with before we get into site news and everything else. When you go in and register, make sure that you linked your Steam account. The reason why I did not get into the last beta is I did everything to sign up for the beta, but I didn't make sure that it was linked to my Steam account, so I did not get in, which was sad. So I had to watch everybody. This time I made sure everything is correct, and I am going to let everybody know now that that is why a lot of people didn't get in. It was sad. We all probably would have gotten in if we had did that step right, but a lot of people did not do that step right, because it will show you the Steam account, and that's where you will get caught. It will show you your Steam account, but it's not saying linked. You have to make sure that bad boy says linked. You have to go in there when you actually fill out a little survey and everything else where you want to play, say with Steam or Xbox or PS5 or whatever else. It will show you your accounts, but you're not linked, and that's where I got caught. I'm repeating that. I had to physically click my Steam account and then say link, and then it says your accounts are now all linked. If you get in, we will let you know. That is the proper thing to have happen, and that was what was screwing everybody up last time. So I just want to say that in the video that a lot of people will see, maybe some word of mouth, and it will go around, so we don't have a bunch of sad people this time around, because I was one of those sad people last time. I'm just trying to give you guys a heads up so everybody can actually get in. With that said, this is the final hype, because this is probably transcending right now. This Street Fighter beta, the last beta was extremely good. The fighting was good, the characters were good, it was lit. So even if you're not really good at Street Fighter, just trust me, get into it and try it out. You won't like the aesthetic of the game. It's just amazing. I'm gonna be playing. I actually got some set up. Can't tell you. I kind of hinted at you guys last time. We got a little bit of Capcom setup going on right now. And as far as the news, we are going to be going back to Twitch as soon as Twitch fixes my contract, because I don't have a contract right now for whatever reason. But that's been handled. They know. And so we're going to be going back to Twitch, and we'll get some hype and working with Twitch on some stuff. I'm excited for that, because that's going to be major. Also, what we have going on is, who hyping me? I don't mind looking at it, because I don't have anything to hide. Tower Fantasy liking my stuff. Thank you, Tower Fantasy. Oh, somebody was like spamming me the N-word, and I reported them. I'm not even gonna show you that, because it was ridiculous. I didn't even know who the person was, to be honest with you. I was like, all I do on Twitter, if you guys who follow me, is I look at anime, cosplay, and gaming. I don't bother anybody on Twitter. And I think I said somebody was bullying one of my female friends, and I was like, bruh, like, your whole argument was about what she said. And he's like, well, I didn't understand. Well, he said pretty much the person didn't say something right. If you look at my Twitter, you see exactly who it is and what she said, but she didn't say something right. And then he was like, well, I don't know what you've done in the past, but I'm mad. And I'm like, bro, your whole conversation is talking about what she did in the past, and you just said you don't know. And he's from New York, and I was like, bro, you just embarrassing everybody from New York. Like, like, really, dude? So then somebody else spammed out, oh, N-word, N-word, N-word. I was like, his whole sentence was N-word. I was like, yeah, you're reported. I'm not letting you get away with that. You don't even look like you're black to even be saying that. Not that black people should be saying it either. I don't agree with that either. I think black people shouldn't say it at all either. We should just let the word die so nobody can say it. But that's a different discussion. But yeah, he didn't look like he was even like, nah, you just getting too happy saying that word, so report. So they probably banned his ass off or something. So with that said, as far as news, we have something major on top of it. Well, it's kind of coinciding with what Twitch wants me to do, but something else major industry-wise, like getting recognized industry-wise, and I didn't get the reward. I know that I was up for a YouTube reward, that there was no way in hell I was getting that. Like, my channel is not large enough to. It's large enough to be nominated, yes, because of what literally HypeWatch is why I got nominated, by the way. What I do on HypeWatch, like a lot of people like industry-wise what I do on HypeWatch, or like what I do right now. So that's why I was nominated. But nothing else on the channel besides HypeWatch is why I was nominated. But to be recognized in what I have going on right now, as soon as I have to sign the contract, and whenever they're done, before that type of stuff, oh man, it's industry and life changing for me, how big it is, and like it's like the best Christmas gift that you can ask for this year, and you guys are gonna be so happy. Like, don't worry, my channel is not, if anything, it makes my channel more important now that I can't stop being a YouTuber. So don't think that because what I was gonna originally do is just kind of like scale back being a YouTuber and do other things. Like, it's not gonna cost me money or anything like that, but there was other stuff going on. But because of this particular thing that's happening right now, I can't do that anymore, because I'm gonna actually need my channel. And we're like, it's so amazing, and I can't wait to actually say it. So, but again, I don't have anything signed yet. I don't want to say, hey, this is gonna happen, and then it don't happen, and then that's stupid. So when I'm actually signed with everything, when I'm back on Twitch and actually doing what they want me to actually do, which is also pretty amazing. I could say that because I have a Twitch. I'm already a partner, but I don't have a actual a contract right now, because my contract was up. It was like 2 years or something like that, and I stopped streaming like a year and a half ago, or maybe even 2 years. So I didn't renew anything, and if I had an email for it, I didn't see it, so I had to contact them and say, hey, I don't have a contract. So that's what we're doing right now, and it's going to be pretty major. So I'm pretty happy with that. And all the rest of the stuff that's going on. Stay tuned for the Street Fighter stuff. And yeah. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Hopefully everything works out. And again, like I told you in the beginning of the video, you guys are doing great as far as the varieties type of stuff. I'm doing less views, and I'm okay with that. And I knew it was going to happen because I changed my channel's format. And like when you do that, you can't be. Let me just explain that real quick before I don't want this video to be any more longer. You can't be a mobile YouTuber and then suddenly say, I'm gonna go variety. Now I'm gonna be fighting game. Now I'm gonna be PC and mobile and all this type of stuff. What that does is that takes you out of mobile. So that's why you see like the stuff when I used to do like between 10 to 20,000 on views. Now YouTube doesn't know what to do with my channel for a few months, because I'm not doing those things like I was doing before. Now I'm doing PC stuff. Now I'm doing fighting game stuff on the channel. And now I'm put up against people who have been doing it the entire time. So YouTube is not going to be like, oh, you hype because you're on mobile. Now it's just like, you're the new kid on the block. You can't just do that. You can't just be variety because you want to be variety. So you got to start fresh. So now videos are doing between 1 to 5K. Now, but the interesting thing about it is now, since I've been doing that, is the subs have gone up. The watch time has gone up. Companies have said, oh, you a variety now, you PC, which is why this big thing is happening right now with me in the channel. Oh, sponsor. Oh, like come through. Like, oh, like I'm getting inundated with stuff now where I'm like, I'm not like I have like fitness companies trying to like get me to do stuff where they trying to send me like whole ass gyms to my house. Like my house ain't even like my house is okay, but it ain't big enough for what y'all trying to send me. Like you got a whole ass fitness gym. Like where am I supposed to put that? I don't have no room for that. Like 10 pieces of equipment. Like calm down. I get it. Like I get it. Like let me tell you guys who are ethnic creators, whether it be Black, Asian, Indian, or whatever else like this. When you get to a point that you become marketable, these companies will come for you. So you have to be careful. You can't just choose everything. You can't just take everything. I'm just telling you guys from personal experience that not everything is a good deal, even if they're offering you money. So be safe and pay attention to the things that can actually be of use to you and not people using you. Let me say it again. Pay attention to things that can be useful for you and not actually using you. I'm going to say it one more time for you in this video. Pay attention to things that will be of use to you and not actually using you. I will catch you guys next video. Peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.